Well, hello, Dayspring Dreamers. Welcome back. Now, the drums sounded okay. It was fine. I was just stressing out about nothing. Yeah, they were fine. I'm gonna continue on working with them, and then I'm gonna add in the bass and hopefully try and get the vocals in and some more guitar lines. That's the plan for today. I'm thinking I could release it as a music video. I think that would be cool. I don't really know how to mix or produce. It's the first time I'm ever doing this. I'm an idiot bassist from a line of idiot bassists, and this might be a little bit over my head, you know. But that's how I know I'm where I'm supposed to be. We should be always, pushing ourselves in these ways, in ways that are safe. And in my case, a way that's not. But truth be told, I feel like I've done everything else I could rationally. I've negotiated against plausibility rationally. And, I'm running up against a cliff face, and there's no direction to go because the dogs are chasing me. And it's just off the cliff, but I'm holding onto a hang glider. And that's this dream. And I'm hoping that, when my feet step off from the cliff, I have faith that when my feet step off of the cliff, I'll be taken up. Because honestly, I feel like I was told by God to create this. Which seems insane, but lots of creative people say that, especially in the Middle Ages, they said that all the time. So I don't think it's totally out of the realm of possibility. I'm gonna finish the drums and get the bass and more guitar. And I don't know what else. Alright. Hi. I finished up what I want to do now for the drums. I might go back later, but I'm just so anxious to get the bass laid down. Let me tell you, I've been playing bass for a long time. I love it. A lot of people say that it's, lesser than guitar, but it's not. It's beautiful. I remember I was 13, 14. I was playing my stepdad's bass, and I was just grooving along with it. I was enamored at some family function. And I didn't care about anything else going on. I was just playing that very poorly. And a family friend saw that and gave me this bass. And I'll always be very thankful for that. I'm not going to say the name on here, I don't think, unless I get their permission later. But it was very cool. Very slay. Thank you. I didn't grow up with a lot of, opportunities, I guess. Or really even, luxuries or the ability to have interests. So, other than music. And even within that, it was limited. So to be supported in that way was really important at that time. And it was just so cool. It meant a lot. And I've kind of just always been into this, and I've just never looked back. I really don't know if there's anything else I can do to contribute to the world. I'm not really sure. I don't feel as though there's really anything else I can do. And it's, in a weird way, what might seem externally like a pit of self-destruction and despair, for me is courageous, and also it totally makes sense. This project has become kind of interesting because a lot of the poetry that I've written, for the lyrics, and a lot of these songs are based in these feelings of this past, trying to move forward, not having the courage, struggling, and the creation of the art answers the art itself in some ways. Because whether this ends in failure or success, like I was saying in the first video, it's going to be interesting. It's going to change the meaning of the work. And I'm not anyone to say that it would be worse. I would prefer to succeed, but if it's failure, that I think that's equally as interesting, or at least I'm not able to say which is more interesting, you know? I'm talking a lot. I don't need to talk as much as I do. I over-explain everything. I feel as though I create character and comedy to distance myself from myself and from y'all, but it's not what I want to do anymore. I'm gonna lay down the bass. This is the look. I'm gonna go out to a show later today and hopefully spread my content. This is my fit. I'm thinking it's fresh. With the bell bottoms, you can't really see it. I'm not gonna show my feet on YouTube. Oh! The fit is gonna go really crazy, really slay. I'm not gonna take any pictures or stuff. I'm not gonna record any of the show or anything like that for my YouTube, but you can follow me on Instagram if you want at Eliza Faust, but the L is a 1, no spaces. I would link it, but YouTube hates whenever you do that, so I'm not gonna do that. I finished the bass stuff. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm going to record some vocals, hopefully do that before the show. And yeah. Well, hello. You're joining me here in my closet. I'm going to use this as a vocal booth. And I'm going to sing my heart out. I hope this won't be an issue. But if it is, I'll figure it out, because that's what we do here. We figure it out. Project Dayspring. Let's go. You know, I thought of something, about us. Like, people may say that we're dreamers, but I know we're not the only ones. And if you're watching this and you're not part of the Dayspring Dreamers, well, I hope that one day you'll join us. And the whole world can be as one. Hey, Dayspring Dreamers. Okay, I love the fit. I love that I got ready. I feel great, but I'm not going, because it turns out the show had a fee, and I was going to hang out with those people. But my phone does this thing where it keeps, shutting off, which is weird. So I'm, kind of, stressing out about that. But yeah, my phone keeps shutting off, which I don't feel super great going out, under those circumstances. Also, I stayed in the closet for a couple of hours and just kept doing tracks, and it's not like I was having trouble finding something that worked, because I don't really have super high standards for vocals, because I'm not a vocalist. But I just went through it. Had some fun, got experimental, got creative, and did some overdubbing and some harmonies and some other cool stuff that hopefully y'all will enjoy, because I certainly did. So, yeah, did vocals, did bass, didn't do really guitar, like lead lines, but I only have I'm just gonna have it be very sporadic, very caked in reverb, very on the high end, and just put it in the corner somewhere, and then maybe do a MIDI mellotron, but probably not, because I'm realizing all I've had today to eat have been cigarettes and coffee, and I'm not trying to glorify this. This is just how I live. This is just how I treat myself. Well, we're gonna get better, Dayspring Dreamers. Together. We're all about self realization here and like self care and all that. All the things. Dayspring Dreamers. I'm signing out.